Welcome to BreezeLine, where the sky's the limit thanks to better internet. With lightning-fast speeds up to 1 gig, you can game like a boss, stream like a pro, and watch like there's no tomorrow. Stream, watch, post, send, and trend. Do it all with our fiber-powered network, bringing you reliable, fast internet. Welcome to BreezeLine. Visit breezeline.com for latest offers. Service subject to availability. New customers in select areas only. Visit breezeline.com for details.
When it's time for an adventure on the open highway, one quick call to American Family Insurance gets you headed in the right direction. Our Travel Peace of Mind package is there if you encounter a bump in the road. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, we have you covered. Find a local agent or get a quote at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi.
Hey guys.
So it's been a month since our trip, and there's a very good reason why this is our first episode back.
Mm-hmm.
Because I caught the plague.
I don't understand how you were the only one that got it.
I don't know.
The lucky contestant.
I'm the lucky contestant. I seriously think it's because you and Whitney have had it before.
Oh, maybe.
Never had it. Well, until now. So my dad thinks I got it probably from like the airport.
Hmm.
I think I got it from the fucking Cody Rhodes meet and greet.
Could be.
It's always Cody Rhodes.
Or the arena itself.
Could have been the arena, yeah. I don't fucking know. But yeah. Basically, I caught the plague and was out for the count for like 3 weeks. So here we are. Yay.
Sucks.
This sucks. Yeah. So, and I'm still not feeling great. So, yay. Thanks. But yeah. That's where we've been. Dying.
Well, half of us.
Half of us have been dying. The other half have been dying on the inside. So, yeah. Also, San Antonio, and I know Jen's gonna disagree. I feel like it was our worst trip.
I mean, yeah, out of I don't know.
New Orleans had its high points, so
I mean, I guess. I mean, you just didn't like the fact that it wasn't like bustling and like
yeah. It was slow, and I hate slow because I live in slow.
It was dead.
It was dead. It was deader than a fucking doornail. Like, anybody who wants to go to San Antonio for these things, don't.
No, see, here's my thing. I think it was because it was in the wintertime.
So
I think that if you were to go during the summer, I think it would be fine. I think we were also confined to one little area. Like, maybe if we had been able to like have an idea of where we were going and branched out, maybe.
I don't know, but like, no, no. I don't even want to give it another shot. Like, guys, usually I feel like we have so much fun. Even like, I know how you're like, oh, we were kind of confined, but like Nashville, we were kind of confined too.
Yeah, but I feel like
Nashville, there's more to do.
There's more to do, and it was more way busy. It was way busier as well.
Yes. But yeah, it was just like when we left the Royal Rumble. I mean, we're gonna start from the beginning, but when we left the Royal Rumble, there were like 4 bars open, and it was raining, well, sprinkling, and the 4 bars had like lines out the fucking door because there's only 4 bars open.
Well, and like there wasn't really any places to eat.
No, nowhere to eat. We like didn't eat. They had fucking chips from the hotel like little store thing, and I had nothing.
Well, only thing that was open, and that wasn't that late. That was what, like 11 or something?
We got out at midnight.
Oh, was it midnight?
It was
Okay.
midnight. And we
Well,
tried to order Uber Eats and that
was
didn't
a
work.
disaster.
That was a disaster. By the way, Uber Eats in San Antonio fucking blows. So don't order anything there. Yeah, it was a disaster. Like nothing was open and it was just a fucking mess. Like
Yeah. Well, let's start from the beginning.
Well, let's start from the beginning, which, not much to talk about. Yeah, I mean our hotel was all right. Give the
Yeah.
hotel an all right. Like it wasn't. I mean, we weren't aiming for like the fucking Four Seasons, so
Well, no, but
no,
it was a
it
Hampton.
was all right.
Hamptons are nice.
Hamptons are nice. The breakfast was good, other than
Mhm.
trying to make a waffle that one day after everybody got waffles and the waffle mix was gross. Um,
The food we had overall was not fabulous.
it was okay.
Yeah, I
Like
was
I will,
expecting it to be better.
yeah. I thought it was just me too because I was like, I'm spoiled by Mexican food.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
that,
the second Mexican we had was probably the best.
the bougie one I liked. I liked the bougie one, and we got
See,
trash.
I didn't really like it because I got that birria those birria tacos, and the consomme wasn't very good.
Well, I
The
thought
margarita was good. It was
margarita was
strong.
really good. The little puff tacos were good.
Yeah.
So I, and I thought I'm glad you said it though because I thought I was spoiled by because like Phoenix, we got some good fucking Mexican food.
Right. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't
Yeah.
like
It was not what I thought. Like even the one we went to the last night we were there, I was like, it's okay. Like
yeah,
I've
it
had
wasn't
better.
bad.
Had
Oh yeah, but
better.
it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I've had worse too.
So yeah, yeah. I'll just say it now. If you want Mexican food, Phoenix is so much better than San Antonio. And I'm probably starting a war with that, but
Well, we
sorry.
only tried 2 places to be fair.
True. But like they came highly rated. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
They came highly rated. So I don't know.
But again, we stayed in that little area.
We did. But like
There was several places we looked at we wanted to go and they were like too far.
they were far though. They were like 17, 18, 20 miles away.
Yeah.
So, and we weren't going to take an Uber that far. So, I like the food was just okay. Like, I think that was the other thing. Like Nashville, the food was good. Dallas, the food was really good. San Antonio, New York, food was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans, amazing. San Antonio, I feel like we need to have like a fucking like Dance Moms pyramid of our because like San Antonio, you're in that last spot. New York will probably always be number one because it's New York.
Yeah.
Greatest city in the world. Like, fight me on it. New York is the greatest city in the world. Like, we would move there if it wasn't expensive.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, all day. Like New York is the energy, the everything. Like we got out of like our G1 supercard at like 1:00 in the morning, and we still could go somewhere.
And we could eat.
We could eat, and we could go, and we saw a fucking drag show with Brody King. Like, are you kidding me? You can't do that anywhere else in the world. Maybe LA, but we can't afford LA. We can't. We're bitches on a budget.
I like New York better than LA anyway.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm torn because LA I hold like childhood memories.
Right.
But New York is like has always been the dream trip. Like when I was younger, if anybody was like, where do you want to go? If you could only go one place, it was always New York.
Right.
So like they're very different.
Oh yeah.
You can't really compare the two. You kind of have to, yeah. They're two very different places, but it just was insane to me that for less days, it was cheaper to stay in New York than it was LA. That's the crazy shit to me. But
we did stay in Brooklyn.
We did, but Brooklyn's not bad. I love Brooklyn. But you know what's crazy is even the other day I looked at just to see like if they were to have another Mania, the hotels weren't that bad. Like they weren't terribly priced. They were less than what they are in LA.
Huh.
So I was like, I don't fucking know. LA's on drugs right now. Yeah, LA's on drugs. And we don't want to drive, so
It's
yeah.
not as great as it thinks it is. I'm just
It's
It's
not.
not right,
I
but
think well, again, it's a totally different vibe, but I think also everything is so fucking far apart. You have
Mhm.
to have a car almost.
Right.
Because our Uber trips were going to be $40 a piece for like one way. $40. And I'm like, oh, no. So, yeah, I think for us, in New York would always probably be the number one. We had a good time in New York for
I
the
had a
most
good
part.
time in New Orleans, despite all the crap
New
that happened.
Orleans, you know what? New Orleans would actually be my number two.
It's a good
I
story.
love New Orleans. We had good stories. Like that was, I think, my wild trip of my life. Like New Orleans would always be number two. Like,
Yeah.
and plus the vibe, everything about New Orleans was, you can't beat it. I love New Orleans. Like, New Orleans is great. 100%. And obviously we're taking Phoenix and Atlanta off this list. Because like, one, we've done those trips so many times, and two, I mean, we're kind of biased.
Well, and Nashville's up there too. I
Well, Nashville
love
would be
Nashville
three.
too.
I think Nashville would be three. Because we had fun at StarCast. And
Mhm.
Nashville will always have a place in our heart, though.
Mhm.
That's the last time we saw Jay Briscoe.
That's true.
Yeah. That Nashville will always be special. Yeah. But yeah, Phoenix and Atlanta we're not counting in the list because, we've done the trip how many times now?
All right.
And I would honestly, if I were to move anywhere, it'd probably be Atlanta. Just so we're number one
I'd
and
move
two
to
for,
Nashville.
we're number one and two for inflation. So, yay. Nashville would be fun. You could always move here. We could have a good time.
It's too hot.
It's not that bad.
Yes, it is.
Marry a rich man and get a winter home here. There you go. But you know what? There's still, and I was talking to somebody about this the other day. There's still like so many other places we want to go. Like I have a list of places I would love to go on like a wrestling trip. Like Chicago, obviously. Like eventually Chicago. Vegas. But I feel like we might just do Vegas as a trip, but still wrestling trip to Vegas would be fun too. Because we could walk. It's not summer, we could walk.
That's not bad.
It's not, yeah. Summer it's bad. But I had fun. I had a wrestling trip without Jen in Vegas and it was fun. We had a good time. I saw Adam Cole and I met Adam Cole. That was fun. I'll tell you right now, Dallas actually was probably number 4 on my list.
Huh.
Dallas wasn't bad. I actually really liked Dallas. It was cool. The only bad part about Dallas though was like where they were having WrestleMania was like 20 miles away.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the only downfall. But like downtown Dallas was really cool. I liked it. And my Airbnb that I stayed in was like less than half a mile from where WrestleCon was, and my Airbnb was like a mile from where Kennedy was shot. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. That was a fun one. Plus, I think just with what happened that trip, that was fun. Because I got to see somebody after 4 fucking years. It was exciting. And met some other people that like I didn't know we were friends, and I guess we're friends. So
It was awakening. Awakening.
it was an awakening. I was like, wow, I have more friends than I thought. Yeah. When he's like, hey, it's my friend. I'm like, wait, we're friends? Wait, what? News to me, but hey, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Those are always the funny ones when people are like, you're my friend. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, we're friends? Excuse me? But anyway, yeah. We were just talking though, our next trip might not even be a wrestling trip.
Take a break.
Well, and like we don't want to go to Detroit because like really? fucking Detroit. Detroit is where no. And we're not doing Philly because, like, again,
No.
Philly. No thanks. The only other thing I would want to do in Philly is literally like go see like the Liberty Bell. That's about it. Just go see the Liberty Bell. But yeah, I think we might branch out and start doing some non-wrestling trips. Because, you know, why not?
I think that's healthy.
It's healthy. Well, and like if WWE doesn't get their head out of their asses and start doing things like at fun places, yeah. Like we need to have fun. We're only young once. Come on, Hunter. Some of us like to party. And the places you're selecting aren't good for parties.
No.
No. I would do Boston. Boston's on my list of places I want to go, so I would definitely do Boston.
They say money can't buy happiness, but yes, it does. If you find $5 on the sidewalk, you're pretty happy. Now imagine that happening all the time. With the Upside app, you find cash in places you never expected. Restaurants, grocery stores, gas stations, all the places you go. There's cash back waiting for you to find it. Will Upside solve all your problems? We can't promise that. But it will give you a little something extra so you can treat yourself. And there's nothing like a few unexpected bucks to brighten your day. That's life on the Upside. Download it today. Get the free Upside app and use promo code GoodLife10 for an extra $10 cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. That's promo code GOODLIFE10 for an extra $10 on the free Upside app. Start living life on the Upside with the free Upside app.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Welcome to BreezeLine, where the sky's the limit thanks to better internet. With lightning fast speeds up to 1 gig, you can game like a boss, stream like a pro, and watch like there's no tomorrow. Stream, watch, post, send, and trend. Do it all with our fiber-powered network, bringing you reliable, fast internet. Welcome to BreezeLine. Visit breezeline.com for latest offers. Service subject to availability. New customers in select areas only. Visit breezeline.com for details.
So far is like Vegas, Boston, Nashville again, New Orleans again, New York again, Chicago. I'd do Seattle. I think Seattle would be fun.
That'd be fun.
Or Portland. That'd be fun. I don't have a passport, so Canada's out of the question.
I gotta renew mine. I keep
need to
saying
get my
that.
passport. And girl, you keep saying to renew it. I keep saying I need to get my passport. And I would love to do London one day, but we'll see. I would love London though. That'd be fun. I'd go see Clash at the Castle in Wales. I'd go. But I think Tampa and I almost said New Orleans, Orlando. I mean, our next trip is probably going to be Orlando, if we're being honest. We're going to probably Halloween Horror Nights. So, I've never been to Orlando. I'll be excited. I've never been to Florida.
Oh yeah.
Last time we were supposed to go, the plague happened. So, fun times. But yeah, I think otherwise I can't think of really anywhere else. I think I've kind of covered all the bases on places we want it to be at. Like everywhere else just seems like, no offense, Midwest, but Chicago's like the only place we're going. We're not going to Ohio. Like, fuck, what do you do in Ohio? Nothing. I mean, yeah. Yeah. The other thing I was thinking is like there's a GCW show the night before my birthday, and I'm kind of like, Jen, it's in Atlanta the night before my birthday.
could do that.
That could be fun. I haven't even looked at flights though. Watch, I'll look and they're like $500 round trip. I'll be like,
Probably.
ugh, never mind. Yes, I'm staying home. Yes, I'm staying home, guys. Yes. We could, who knows? Maybe we'll get a whim and just be like, I want to go.
You never
Let's
know.
go. I've been kind of getting that itch to just be like, let's go. Oh, Austin. Austin, Texas. That was the other one. We want to see Austin.
Mhm.
Yeah. That'd be a good time. I'm looking at the Southwest travel list to see if we're forgetting anywhere else, but I don't think we are. I mean, unless we're going to Mexico, Mexico I'm done with. I don't want to go to Mexico again.
Why?
Mexico was fun when I was younger, but that's before like cartels.
It's all right. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Plus, I think I went every year from like the age of like 3 to like 12. So I'm like, it's Mexico. It's just Mexico. It's not. I'm not like, oh yeah,
Yeah, but
Mexico.
you could go to a different part of Mexico.
I don't want to go to Jamaica. I'd go to Bahamas.
Bahamas is fun. Grand
Bahamas.
Cayman is fun.
She wants me to go on a cruise. I am
St.
not
Thomas is fun.
I am not a boat person, so me going on a cruise would be. You could go to Lake Tahoe. No, I'm so kidding on that. We're not going to Lake Tahoe. No, thank you. We still got to go to Savannah. That's not a wrestling trip, but we still got to go to Savannah.
Yeah.
I want to do a Civil War trip eventually. Because I'm a nerd. Either that or like, I know this is totally out of our price range, but I would go to Germany.
I would.
Germany, France, Prague. I
Italy.
want to go to Prague so bad.
I just want to go to Italy.
I want Prague. Be like, I'm going to Prague. Oh yeah. Oof, these are pricey. Girl,
For what?
Atlanta to Phoenix for my birthday.
Really?
Yeah. 230 around 250 one way.
Wow.
I know.
Maybe I'll go down between now and then.
I don't know. I have a red eye, but like, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, shit. Well, guess I'm not doing that. Hold on. They really don't even have that many nonstop flights anymore to Atlanta, which sucks. That sucks. All right, let's see. Yeah, it'd be like 450.
Crazy.
Oh well. That's crazy. Can you believe it, guys? Who makes this shit? But anyway, so we missed a lot of wrestling in the past.
Well, we got to see like the greatest thing ever live.
I mean, we did. We got to see the greatest thing ever. We'll give it that. We got to see. Okay, totally off topic, but it's cheaper to fly to New York than it is to Atlanta.
Wow.
Figure that shit out. Anyway, we got to see Sami Zayn finally grow a pair and pull a Seth Rollins on Roman Reigns.
It was great.
It was great. It was very emotional. It was incredibly emotional.
It's like you're watching a soap opera live.
I could not take my eyes away from it. Like I was just staring, and I kind of was like, "Oh my God, what is happening?" It was crazy. Like it was insanity, and that place was so loud when it happened. Such a good time. I enjoyed it. It was great. And obviously Elimination Chamber has happened and Sami did not win, unfortunately. I think they're gonna Daniel Bryan this.
You
I really
think?
do. I do. I have a feeling. Because I don't think they're gonna add Sami to the Cody match. I don't think they will.
No.
They're gonna do the KO and Sami versus the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cody's gonna win the belt, obviously, I think. Some people are saying they don't think so, which I'm like, we gotta end this. This is bad. This is terrible. Just end it. So I think that yeah, I think Cody's gonna win it, and he'll eventually either turn heel and run it back with Sami, or Gunther, I think, will win it from Cody and do that
Or
shit.
Cody may not win it.
Or Cody may not. See, I think that's when people are gonna get really fucking pissed.
Oh, they will, but
Yeah.
I could see him not winning it.
I don't know. I mean, at that point, what do you have, Gunther? You have heel versus heel with Gunther?
I don't know.
I mean, see, that's the problem, is like, if Cody doesn't win it, then who do you have left?
Oh, you're right, but
Like, Wyndham doesn't want the belt. I'm sure he'd try, but he really doesn't want it. Braun? No. Cross isn't built up yet. I mean, maybe AJ when he comes back, but then even, he's lost to Roman before. It's just like, and then obviously you've all heard the rumors that Jay White's probably showing up.
right.
So, like, what do you have Jay White do it? But he's gonna probably be a heel. Like,
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying, like, if you're gonna do it that way, that's great. But I'm not over here just like, yeah. I mean, I think Jay White is gonna have kind of the AJ Styles thing where people are gonna love him. Well, the people who know him are gonna love him no matter what.
Right.
So, like, I feel like they're gonna try to make him a heel, but people are gonna love him too much, and then he'll be a heel eventually. I do think Cody will turn heel, though,
I can see
in the
it.
next year. I could see it happening. I could see it definitely happening. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking they're gonna do it, especially with they're having Rhea as a heel, most likely beating Charlotte. I could see Cody winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, they have Rhea as the heel, but Dominic's the only one getting the heel reaction. Like, people want Rhea to win. That's the problem here.
Right.
Which is, I don't think it's a problem. I think people are sick of Charlotte, which I get. Like, the case could be made for that, but at the same time, I feel like the only reason they're gonna have Charlotte win is because they want to make her beat her dad's number of title reigns.
Right.
Yeah. So, I think Rhea would be interesting. Dominic is like the most hated person now, and I kind of love it.
Did you see that he's on Sheamus's workout?
Yes.
Thing, like, doing what?
He actually, you know what? I'll give him this because I watched like a clip of it. He's trying. I'll give him that. That he actually looks like he's slimming down from when he was like with his dad. So I think he's trying. He's trying. Hey, you know what? We love effort. Effort
We
is
do,
sexy.
but I don't know if he's the best
I don't think Dom's sexy, but effort is
choice.
sexy. Well, he is, I will say it, from a year ago, he has improved vastly. Like, he's improved. So
Yes.
I think in getting him away from his dad was what he needed to do. But I also think he's not a face. Like, he can't be a face. Like, those people who just like can't be a face.
Right.
He's that person. Like Baron. Like, could you ever imagine Baron as a face?
No.
No.
Poor Baron's probably gonna be out of a job soon.
I don't think so. They're putting him in some high profile. You know what I really think he's gonna do? I think they're bringing back the Lone Wolf. I think it's
I hope so.
happening. He actually liked a couple tweets about it. So I think it's happening. But the problem is they have to like take apart the whole like Happy Corbin shit. Like, they have to make him like make something inside of him snap and go back to the lone wolf. They can't just be like, oh, he's the lone wolf now. So like, I get what they're trying to do, but like I was worried, and then somebody made a very good point. They're like, because I was like, oh wow, Baron's he's kind of in these spots, and they're like, Baron's working with Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn, the two biggest stars of the company other than Roman. And I was like, got a point there. There's a point there. I mean, the eyes are on Baron, even if people hate him. The eyes are on him.
That's true.
Yeah. So that made me feel a little like, oh, okay. I could see it from that perspective. Plus, I don't think he's going to be out of a job. He's doing too much, he's doing like those college tours and shit, and doing too much media, so I don't think he is.
I hope not.
I don't think he is.
Hope they don't turn him into the new Mojo.
I think he's here to stay. Well, the Baron's on TV way more than Mojo was.
That's true.
Let's be honest. Poor Mojo. You need to just return already. At least show up to something, because, come on, Mojo. What the fuck? I really thought it was going to be Mojo and Cardona at GCW last year, but, guess not. Guess not. But yeah, I think, at the Rumble, seeing Cody win and seeing Rhea win was, I feel like those two wins, we knew they were going to happen, but it was exciting to see it happen.
Yeah, they weren't boring.
They weren't boring. It wasn't like the finish to that women's match. I was like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm. It was better than the men's for sure.
It was definitely. And also it was one of those ones where, and even the men's one, I could say, when it got down to Cody and Gunther, I was like, I wouldn't mind either one.
Right.
And that's how it was with the women's. I was like, any of the three, I don't care. And I thought it was very poetic that around Royal Rumble last year, Liv and Rhea's team started, and then 1 year later, they're in the Royal Rumble and they're the final two.
Right.
I felt like that was very poetic. And now they're facing each other on Thursday, or Friday. Why do I keep thinking SmackDown's on Thursday again? Friday. And I'm probably gonna just be an emotional mess, because it's gonna be real emotional. It's gonna be very emotional. The lights out match.
Oh boy. I didn't like it. I supported you, but I did not like it.
I was literally okay. I knew what they were going for, but in execution, it didn't work the way I thought it was gonna work.
Mm-mm.
I wasn't bored. I'll give them that. I wasn't bored. But at the same time, I'm just this seems like an acid dream come true. Which I can't fault. I mean, it's not LA Knight having these acid dreams. So I'm Bray? And then, of course, the Firefly Funhouse episodes are becoming very manic. So I'm I get it, but everybody else is what the fuck? But I'm because, I go into manic mind spaces. So I'm I get it. I get where he's going with this kind of, but I'm it's very manic right now.
Right.
And I feel like they should have revealed this Uncle Howdy thing a while ago, because we know who the fuck it is. We know who it is. Just do it. Come on.
They're kind of dragging it on. Really.
They're drag. I understand they want the big reveal. I get it. But sometimes it's like foreplay when it's okay. It's not good foreplay. It's just okay. I get where we're going with this, but at the same time, can we pick it up? You're taking your time, and I don't want to take my time. So, but yeah, I think the problem is, and I explain it, we're gonna have to do a master class on this Bray Wyatt thing, because nobody understands what the fuck's happening. And I think I'm one of the only people who are guys, it's gonna work, just wait. It's gonna be okay. Because last night people were I'm giving up. This is stupid. I'm it's not stupid. It represents a manic mind space.
It does, but it kind of got on my nerves too.
But Fridays was funny when he got on there. He's listen, everything's gone to shit. I'm Yeah. Relatable. That's relatable. I do love that he can now say shit and fuck on there and they just bleep it.
Yeah.
I do love that. That's a plus. Um Also, I feel like Brock totally ruined where they were going with this, and that's how they had to make this super manic, was because Brock wasn't supposed to kick Lashley in the dick.
Right.
So, like, they kind of have, they're kind of scrambling. So, I'm assuming we're getting Hurt Business versus Wyatt 6 at Mania. I assume that's where we're going. I would assume. It looks that way at least. Which, if that's the case, Vincent, Dutch, I see you. They're posting. They fucking post shit like 2 minutes after the Firefly Funhouse ends every week. And I'm like, you guys, we get it. It's you. We get it.
Like what? Like just like
cryptic shit. The cryptic shit that you know who loves to post. So I'm like, we get it. Okay, we get it. It's happening, which I'm very excited for, but at the same time, we get it. Yeah, the lights out match, people, it was something. I'll say it though, it played better on, because I watched the Rumble when I got home and tested positive. You know, I had nothing else to do. So I watched it, and it actually played better on TV than it did in person.
Because everybody I know that saw it on TV didn't like it.
I enjoyed it more on TV. That's just me though. I feel like people are like saying that LA Knight's buried now, and I don't think so. But I think the problem is like, and I love LA Knight, and you could tell your LA Knight story here after this, but I feel like LA Knight wasn't a good choice.
No.
I don't think that was the right choice. I think, and if this was me booking it, and you know how I am, I would have had Bray come back and say that he wants revenge on everybody who caused him to lose everything. And I would have had him run down like Seth Rollins, just because Seth Rollins, that was the Hell in a Cell match. Or Braun, had him run down Braun because Braun was in that match with Roman. I would have had him seek revenge more, because everything before he debuted was like revenge. He was saying, revenge is necessary. It was a lot about revenge, and yet we're not seeing that.
Oh, that's true.
So I feel like that's how I would have booked it, is had the Firefly Funhouse and have the pictures on the wall and cross them off one by one as he gets his revenge.
I can see that.
And then the final one would be Uncle Howdy, where they say that it's his brother because his brother started everything. I feel like that would have made more sense.
Yeah.
Like, personally, that just makes more sense to me. But I don't know. Nobody's hiring me to book anything, so what do I know? That just makes sense, I guess. But I feel like you could have still, even on the revenge thing, still had these very manic, like, Firefly Funhouse things. I feel like
I think if it was going to be revenge, though, that would not have been the type of match.
No. Well, let's just say it. It's a money grab.
Right.
Girl, they made, I think, something like $200,000 each.
That's crazy.
Like, if somebody was like, I want you to go put on some Dayglow paint and like go out there and have a glow stick match, would you say, yeah, have a fucking rave at the Royal Rumble, and kind of you could both phone it in, because it's just kind of a rave and nobody's really watching, and you're gonna get paid $200,000 each. Are you gonna say no?
No.
It'd be like, that sounds great. What do you want me to wear? Fuck. Give me another 100,000 and I'll not phone it in. Like, fuck. At that point, like, they got paid something like $1.3 million for that one match. WWE did, and obviously it comes out to like 200,000 each.
That's crazy.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is a fucking joke, right? Plus the merch sales. I mean, shit.
Right.
But yeah, That's the shit that just gets me is when people don't understand that money talks. Everybody loves money. But yeah, I would have just definitely booked it different from the beginning. That's honestly, I mean, what else is Seth doing other than like chasing Theory around for 6 months now? He doesn't really do anything. Anyway, let's get to the LA Knight story.
So Whitney and I got to the airport to fly to San Antonio Lake. We got there pretty early, so we had been there a long time. And we were sitting there and people were lining up for like the first group to board our flight. And Whitney was like, that looks this isn't LA Knight, but I'm getting the LA Knight part. And Whitney's like, that looks like Santos Escobar. He was like one of the first ones in line. I looked over and I'm like, yeah, kind of. Like, I didn't really think it was him. And then she kept going, I really think it's him. I really think it's him. So I noticed he had a tattoo on his wrist. And I'm like, oh, let me Google a picture of him and look it up. Well, it was him because he had the same tattoo on his wrist. So dummy me is like, oh, I'm gonna make a video to send to Nikki. That he's standing here in line. So like I'm holding the phone like I'm taking a picture of me and Whitney, but like I'm totally angling it at him. And I guess I was holding the phone for too long because he realized I was taking a video of him, even though me and her like smiling and talking to the phone, like
it's a Snapchat.
Yeah, but he totally knew
Yeah.
what we were doing. And like I was like, he was like looking, and then he started waving. And I totally pretended like I didn't realize he was waving. And we kept talking to the phone. And then I put the phone down and I sent her the video. I'm like, oh my God, like that was embarrassing. Like he could have been a dick. I mean, maybe he thought he was being a dick by
He probably thought he was being funny.
Maybe, like, but I just the whole time pretended like I was taking a video of us. Like I never
never acknowledged it.
That he waved at us or anything. So he gets on boards or whatever. We get up to get in line. No, we were still sitting there. And Whitney goes, that looks like LA Knight right there. And I'm like, what? And I look over and here he comes, like walking to go get in line. I was like, nope, that's him. That's definitely him.
Well, and the thing is, guys, he's dressed the exact same way he is on TV.
Yeah, like he was very like dressed down like you wouldn't have known. Like he was better looking in person though, I thought. Like he looked like a normal dude. And like a nice looking dude. He had this big jug of water he was drinking out of, like gallon jug of water. And so like we got in line and we were like directly behind him. All I could do was take a picture of his back. I couldn't get a picture of the front of him. But I sent that to Nikki too. I'm like, this is LA Knight. So then we get on the plane and Whitney has on a Sami Zayn shirt. I don't have on a wrestling shirt, but she has on a Sami Zayn shirt. And I could see as we were walking down the aisle, Whitney was in front of me and I could see LA Knight look up and I know he saw her shirt because he was sitting there like with his eyes down, like, please don't talk to me. Please don't say anything to me. Like he knew she would recognize who he was. Like he kept his head down till we got by because he just had this look on his face like, oh God, please. Because this was late. This was like, like, I don't know, 8 o'clock.
Well, and your guys' flight was delayed an hour.
Yeah. And so like he was just like not having it. Like he was just so we walked by both of them to get on the plane. And at one point he got up to go to the bathroom and me and her like sitting there like watching him go by, watching him back by. And then
sorry, I shouldn't.
But like it was just so funny. Like you could just see the look on his face. Like he was just purposely thinking like to himself, like, please don't say anything. Please don't look at me.
Well, and you didn't. So
no, we didn't. I could just tell he was like, oh, not today, Satan. Like, I don't want to deal with this. But it was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, okay. So they're just flying on Southwest.
As you do.
All seats like us. Like clearly Santos Escobar paid for early bird check-in.
But LA Knight did not.
LA Knight did not because he was in line in front of us.
It was so funny though. They sent me the picture and I was like, oh yeah, that's LA Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Like back of his head. I'm like, yeah, that's him. You know, that's exciting though. Whitney's first plane ride.
That's true. They were both very nice looking men though. I was like, oh.
Santos Escobar is good looking.
Mm-hmm. But they were just very, dressed down. I think Santos had on like track pants or something.
He did.
I think Ellie and I had on shorts and t-shirt, but it was like very, very casual. I'm like, okay.
I saw Rey Mysterio get hounded at the airport. That was fun.
Oh Lord. I saw all those guys when we got off the plane, but I guess they must somehow bypass them because they weren't bothering them.
It was so funny. I was like, I need you to tell them not to come this way.
I know, and I'm like, I'm not saying anything. They're already avoiding my eyes as it is. Like, I'm not
Guys,
saying.
I was like, they probably would have been happy for you to warn them, though.
They probably expect it, though.
Yeah. Oh, guys, it was bad. It was bad. Like, people were hounding Rey Mysterio, and I was just in the corner like, I just want my bag. I just want to get the fuck out of here. I was like, it is 7:30. I'm hungry. I just want to get the fuck out of here.
It was a mess.
Like, I was not about that life, and I was not going to be about that life.
Well, they have no life.
They have no life. They don't.
Uh-uh.
I like got my bag and just like Rey Mysterio walked by me, and I was just like, oh, hey, Ray, and then just like walked away. Hey, walked by.
Oh my
Bye
God.
now. Gotta go.
It's crazy.
But yeah, they were hounding everybody. It was bad. But yeah, and they all had their like, okay, this is the feud that will always be us versus the people who sell autographs. Because they all had their like plastic containers of action figures.
So stupid.
They all did. It was great. Are you fucking kidding me right now? I like just went about my business. I was like, I just want to get to the hotel. I'm tired. I got to the airport at noon. I was tired. I was ready to go. I'm like, no, I'm not playing. I just want to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to leave. But yeah, that was an exciting plane ride. Apparently, if you want to see wrestlers, Atlanta Airport.
Apparently. I've seen Jack Swagger in the airport too. Yeah. I feel like I saw somebody else.
Phoenix, the only one in Phoenix that I know of that I could run into is fucking Dolph Ziggler.
Ugh.
Yeah, and I'm like, I really don't care. Like, I really wouldn't say anything. I'd just be like, oh, all right. Okay. And just like walk away. Like, I have nobody exciting to ever run into. Nope. No excitement here. But yeah, they got to see LA Knight and Santos Escobar. That was very the only thing in Atlanta Airport, I don't ever think about that, but I'm always like, oh my God, I could see Gallows or AJ.
That's true.
Like, that's where my mind goes. Gallows or AJ.
Embarrassed. I was
or
like,
Effie.
When he started waving at that camera, I'm like, oh my God.
Or Effie. You can always see Effie there. Love Effie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my train of thought just is gone. But yeah, it's very exciting.
And we met Cody, sort of.
We kind of met Cody.
Yeah.
He was nice, which I
very nice.
Kind of hate. Like, why are you?
He was nice when I met him at Ring of Honor.
Like
Whitney met him, and I stood there and filmed it.
I just said a quick hello and just like
he was very nice. And when she got done, like he said something like, "Oh, you're fine," or something like that to her, and I said, "She did great, didn't she?" And he said, "Yeah, she did a good job."
He was like, "You girls take care of each other."
He was,
and I'm like, I'm just like, why are you nice? Stop! I'm like standing there, just like, oh, God.
Well, we prepared Whitney. I sprayed her down with.
We were total
Billie Eilish perfume,
guys. We were fucking stage moms. I was like straightening out her coat.
Our Uber driver was like, "Oh, somebody smells good." I'm like, "Oh, what does it smell like?" And he described it as what I had on. I'm like, "Oh, we're okay. Well, let's spray Whitney this." Apparently, men like this. So.
Men love it. Do it. It was, guys. We were just like total stage moms about it, though. Mm-hmm. We were.
Line was super duper long. Liv's line was
incredibly long. For a minute, I was like, I'm just gonna buy the Liv meet and greet, so I have something to do. I'm bored. But yeah, the line was super long.
And we got there and stood around for a while in the shop, and we thought that was
because nobody said like the line's over here.
I thought it was just the Liv line inside. And then we're like, oh, why don't we walk around outside? We get outside, and here's the Cody line. Yeah. And we probably joined it like way before it ended. Like it went a long way after we were
in line probably an hour and 15 minutes before the meet and greet started.
Yeah.
And we were probably in the middle. I'd say we're in the middle. We weren't like
toward the front, I feel like.
Yeah. Front, middle. Mid front.
Yeah.
But there were people.
We thought we were like really bad, but it got much worse.
There were people who were lined up at like 6 a.m, apparently.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that for anybody. except for maybe Matthew McConaughey or Tom Hardy.
I was gonna say Shane McMahon.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Shane
I was just
McMahon.
thinking of men in general, like
Yeah. Shane McMahon's the only one I can see you do. Or Sean.
maybe,
Sean.
maybe. Sean, maybe, yeah.
Shane only because like that is the one meet and greet we never think could ever happen.
That's true. But I want him in a suit.
He would with his Air Jordans on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I might do that.
The whole time I'd be sitting there like, yes, this is great.
Other than that, though, nobody's
The
getting out
only
that
one,
early.
there's only one person I would ever stand in line, and that'd be Triple H.
Huh.
That'd be the only one.
Ooh, if you
and
get
I'd
Triple
cry.
H and Sean together.
Okay, I would cry. Like probably more embarrassing than when I cried when I met Shinsuke.
Huh.
Which that was the one I never thought I would cry, and I did. So yeah, I think Triple H should be the only one I would do that for.
What about
Bray Wyatt? Not
what
so
about
much
celebrity in general? Like I did.
Celebrity, probably Chris Evans.
Huh.
I think
Good
Chris
choice.
Evans. Yeah.
Good choice.
Trying to think of any other one, celebrity in general. My mom would do Jason Momoa or The Rock.
I might do Jason Momoa.
Or The
I love
Rock.
me. No, not The Rock, but I love me
No.
some Jason Momoa.
My mom would take The Rock over Jason Momoa.
Well, she can have The Rock. I'll take Jason Momoa.
And she'd take Roman Reigns over Jason Momoa.
No, not me.
That's gross, right?
Jason Momoa.
I'm trying to think of like,
I'll add him to that list. Tom Hardy, Jason Momoa, or Matthew McConaughey.
and I'll add Shane McMahon to your list because I know you would be pumped. Girl, she would be up at 5:30 being like, oh my God.
I probably would.
It's Shane. It's Shane. It's
Yeah.
the dreamboat among dreamboats.
But he's got to be dressed the way I want. If he's standing there in one of those little long sleeve shirts he wears sometimes in blue jeans, no, I ain't gonna cut it. Unless he pulls it up like in that gif where you can see his abs.
Sorry, that's
Then I would be all about it.
I would laugh. I'd be like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think Chris Evans might be the only one.
I didn't know you were into Chris Evans.
I like Chris Evans. He's very nice.
He
And
is
has
very nice.
The part that got me was like when he was like, "Oh yeah, I have like 7 tattoos." I'm like, "What? What? Excuse me?
I want to see them.
I want to see them." Wrestling wise, I think Triple H should be the only one though.
I'm trying to think if there's a drag queen I would get up that early for. Alyssa Edwards, I would. I would stand in line. I would get up that early for.
Okay, I'm gonna
Alyssa
say it now.
Edwards.
Trixie and Katya.
Yeah,
I would.
Alyssa
Trixie and
Edwards.
Katya all day. You know what? Trixie would be fun because I would just show her pictures of Trixie. Be like, this is Trixie. She's a baby. She's my baby. Which that's another reason Jen needs to come to Phoenix because she has to meet her new niece.
That is true.
Yes, you haven't met the newest edition. She's getting enormous. She's
Aren't we
beautiful,
all?
obviously. She's beautiful. My new baby. But yeah, Trixie. I think Alaska I would. But only because like Alaska was like my first real favorite drag queen.
Right. Yeah. I think Alyssa might be it for me.
The Boulay brothers I would. But I like Dragula, so
Yeah.
I could meet they have I'm trying to think of their name, but they were on-
Raven. Raven, I would.
I'm trying to think of anybody else.
I think
I
there's a
saw
woman.
Pearl close up. Pearl's gorgeous.
I don't think
Um,
there's any women celebrities I would wait in line for.
I wouldn't get up at 5:30, but I would wait in line for Rhea Ripley.
Huh.
I've already met Liv, so I don't count. Stephanie McMahon.
Oh.
That'd be a good one. I eventually want to meet Becky, but I don't know when that ever is gonna happen. See, the problem is we've met so many.
Right.
Like everybody's like, "Oh my God, Trish Stratus." I'm like, "We've met Trish and Lita."
It was all right.
It was all right. Like she was very nice. Very nice. Yeah, we need to officially meet Rhea Ripley because like
Mm-hmm.
our other meeting left us very confused. I'm like, wait, what? I mean, I get
confuse
it.
a girl real quick.
She can.
Yeah.
There's times where I'm watching and
It's
I'm
kind
like,
of like Ryan Reynolds confuses men.
yeah,
She confuses women.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there's times where I'm like, you know, I would toss that idea around. But like, Liv, no.
No.
Asuka, no. Becky, no. That Rhea, maybe. I mean, I've never done it. I could say I did it. Like one of those, like I could say I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a very confusing
I think you would
one.
do it properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very confusing because like even our first time we met her, she was like NXT UK and I was just like, I'm so confused right now. Like, what just happened?
Mm-hmm.
We weren't even waiting to meet her, but like we just talked to her and then I was like, Jen? And then we find out she's a boyfriend and I'm like, wait, are we reading this right?
Math ain't mathin'.
This math ain't mathing. And now even more, I'm like, this math really ain't mathing. Like she's with Buddy Murphy, and I'm like, huh? Like he's attractive. I get it. Like, don't get me wrong. We've met Buddy Murphy. He's a very
cute.
attractive
Yeah.
man. But like, huh? That is not where I thought this was going. So, okay, sure. But yeah, I think that'd be like the only female. I can't think of any female celebrity really that I would wait for. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know of anybody either.
Maybe Christina Ricci just have a picture to prove how much we look like.
Oh,
Maybe.
that's a good choice.
Be like, I get told I look like you a lot. I'm just proving a point here. Yeah. I think that'd be it. Stephanie. That'd be the two. I think so far. I know so many people who are like, oh my God, Sasha Banks. I'm like, no.
No.
I'm
I
good.
I wouldn't get up at 1 PM to be Sasha Banks.
I really wouldn't give a shit about meeting
No.
Sasha Banks. I really wouldn't care.
Mm-mm.
No, thank you. We've had the opportunity and we probably wouldn't. So it's fine. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't think there'd be anybody else that I would get up real early for.
Mm-mm.
I mean, obviously Bray Wyatt, but like his meet and greets are always like at least 10 a.m. He sleeps in because he was like 40 minutes late for the meet and greet. He sleeps in. So I wouldn't be getting up any earlier for that. No, I just got up at 6 because I knew I was going to have at least 2 panic attacks along the way. You got to factor that in,
That is true.
Yeah, you got to be like, well, I'm going to have at least 2 panic
Factor in a
attacks.
stomach ache.
I'm going to have some stomach problems along the way as
Yeah.
well. So, I'm going to say to be leaving at 8:30, I'm going to have to get up at 6.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of like who else that I would meet and greet wise lately who I would want to meet. Because I've crossed some big ones off my list.
Hmm.
We both have. I'm just sad that like Jay Briscoe's now officially not ever happening again.
I know.
You can see Mark Briscoe.
No thanks. It's not the same.
It's not the same. I feel like you would probably like
It's like what you or like wish the Wish version of it's like
it's like Louis Vuitton, the Wish version. Yeah, trying to think. See, I would like to meet Dominic, but just to like see what he's really like in person.
Finn.
Finn. That is probably the number one.
Yeah.
We have yet to meet Finn. I'd like to see Jay White again, but I feel like that's like a given.
Finn and Jay White
In the same place.
picture. Yeah.
I know. And somebody was like, what if that's his first match? And I'm like,
It's like the battle of the tight pants.
I'd be like, I don't know what is that will be the most tweeted about wrestling match, but only by me. I'll be like, my God, look what's happening. It's beautiful.
I don't know where to look.
I don't know where to look. Where do I look? Somebody help me. Yeah, because Jay. Yeah. That is an interesting meet and greet. That's all I'm gonna say. It was not in a bad way. Just
No.
interesting. Yeah, Finn. Shawnee. Obviously. Hunter. I think that's about it. I can't think of like anybody else. We've met so many. Like, I really don't want to meet The Undertaker or Kane because they're both pieces of shit. So, you know. Yeah. I think Kevin Nash.
I'd meet Austin.
Kevin Nash.
Did we meet Kevin Nash?
No, we have not met Kevin Nash. We met Scott Hall and X-Pac.
Oh.
We have not met Kevin Nash. He's really cool. So, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think even on like the AEW side. I don't think there's really anybody.
No thanks.
I would want to meet CM Punk just to say I met CM Punk. But like, I'm not out here like, oh my God, I have to meet CM Punk.
Right.
Yeah. I've already met Mox. So that's off the list. I'd meet Mox again. He was a lot more talkative than I thought he would be. I thought he'd be like quiet, but apparently not. So there's that. Yeah, I think we're on the wrestling side. We've kind of run down our list of who
I
we
haven't
wanna
met
meet.
Seth. I'd meet Seth.
I'd meet Seth. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, we have to.
Oh
but
no.
yeah, I would. Yeah, I Charlotte.
Paul Heyman.
Heyman would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I've met. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Like
Pat
shit.
McAfee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows if that's gonna happen? He might be done with the WWE.
I know, but
It could possibly happen. I want to meet Bailey.
no.
I want to meet Bailey. I love Bailey. She doesn't, but I do. I love Bailey. Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
Street Profits. So yeah, I don't know. I'd meet Smojo again.
Yeah.
Smojo would be fun. Scarlett.
No.
Even though I feel like a potato.
No.
I just want to say hello. I wouldn't take a picture. I would just want to say hello. Feel like you are so gorgeous. just throwing that out there. Be like, you're gorgeous and I'm a potato. And you know what the best part is? She'd be like super nice about it. She'd be like, oh no, you're not. And I'd be like, oh, I am. Listen, don't lie to me. I know what I look like. Don't lie to me and tell me I'm pretty. Like, really though, don't lie. Okada.
Oh yeah.
Just say you met Okada. I mean, we kind of did, but like,
It's true, we did.
I mean, would you really call it that?
It was an interaction.
It was an interaction, that's for sure.
Mhm.
I'd meet IRS again. Just like, hey, buddy, what's up? What's up, buddy? Yeah. I think Jen needs to meet Bray Wyatt.
That's true. I
You
haven't.
do. Because I feel like Jen, when I say Jen, everybody's like, oh yeah. You're the enigma as of late. It made me laugh at StarCast though when Gallows and Anderson were like, she's here. Because the whole time they were like, well, where's Jen? I'm like, she had to work. And they're like, what do you mean she had to work? I'm like,
She's
she has
broke.
a job.
She's
She has a
broke.
job. They're like, but why isn't she here? I'm like, she'll be at the next one. I don't know what you want me to say. She'll be at the next one. Hey, we got that one too before they went back to WWE.
That's true.
We know. Also, we need another hat.
Mm-hmm.
We have to figure that one out.
Sure,
We're
we
getting
still
Good
got
Brothers
some
hats.
somewhere.
And we're gonna wear them to Halloween Horror Nights probably. We're like, what? We look attractive.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty. I would meet Carl's wife.
Oh God.
I'd be like, I love you, Christine. You're awesome. You're awesome. Girl, you put up with some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need help? Do you need a drink? Do you want to go drinking with us? You have all those goddamn kids and you deal with that man. Do you need a night out? Like, I feel like we could give her that.
That's true.
Like, do you want to go out with us? Because you look like you need a break. And be like, girl, it's okay. But yeah. Who else? I can't think of anybody else. That's the problem. We've met too many people. Met too many. We've met Corey Graves.
Yeah.
Michael Cole would be interesting. But like not something I would seek out.
I've never met Wade Barrett.
We saw him. We didn't meet him.
Mm-hmm.
We did see him up close though. He is a good looking man.
Mm-hmm.
We did. You know what, guys? I know that everybody doesn't want to. Well, there's a portion of the fandom who knows this, but Elias in person,
He's cute.
he's a good looking man. He's
Mhm.
jacked.
Mhm.
Like fuck. I looked at him. I was like, wow. Okay, sir. I meet Damian Priest.
Yeah.
I could have met him as Punishment Martinez, but I didn't. I was just like, "Ugh, why would I want to do
I
that?"
hated him when he was Punch Martinez.
He had like no. Okay, but I kind of love how in Judgment Day he gets to be himself because he just like says these one-liners that are just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he had no personality. in the
No.
other. Mm-mm.
I love how Hunter's like, listen, you're a man whore, so we're gonna make you a man whore. Go get in the hot tub with those 4 women out there. Like I was on the fence about Damian Priest until Dominic got misted in the eyes. And he's like, it burns, it burns. He goes, well, something else could burn. And I was like, I like you. I like you. You're the guy. And Finn's like, don't say that. I'm like, oh, shut up, Daddy Balor. You act like you're the father of the group. Stop. We know you were plowing through Japanese women left and right, okay? Don't even. Which they're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we? Not there, obviously. God. Finn Balor. Guys, if you can think of anybody else, we've met Gunther before too. So
We did?
we did. I have a
remember that.
picture to prove it.
You
I
remember
have
that.
photographic evidence of us meeting Gunther.
Oh, okay.
He was Walter. He was
Oh.
Walter. Yeah. I mean, really, who else?
I think
Who
that's
Yeah. I mean, what else is there to say?
it.
We've really kind of run down the list. I feel like we need to start taking your friend to wrestling stuff though, because I feel like her reactions would be hilarious. Like, you know how you think my mom's would be hilarious? No. That would be hilarious.
That's true. Your mom's still funnier than it.
Okay, guys. So my dad is going to Raw with me because he has to
Mhm.
take one of his business associates. Because his business associate's kid likes wrestling, and I'm like, how old is this kid? Because I'm gonna like totally hang out with this kid. Like, me and this kid are gonna be besties. I can feel it. Which is sad because I don't have any other besties, but here we are. Anyway, I feel like we would have such a good time. Like, we would get her drunk. Well, not drunk, but drunk enough, and let her talk about wrestling.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah. And we could see who she thinks is hot. Like, do you think this guy's hot? What about this guy?
Like some flashcards.
Like yes, flashcards. What about this guy? Yeah.
First instinct, go.
Go. They'd be like, no, this. They'd be like, he's hotter in person. It's okay. He's hotter in person. I swear. If you saw him up close, you would really understand. You would totally get it. I swear. He's really attractive. Yeah. I feel like, that would be exciting. We just need people who don't watch wrestling to watch wrestling and tell us what they think.
It's true.
Yeah. Because our reactions everybody knows what our reactions are going to be. I feel like everybody knows us now. Hello, I'm over here like explaining away a fucking glow-in-the-dark rave match. Everybody knew that was going to happen. I will defend that man. Okay. Till he does something stupid. And I'll be like, what the fuck?
Oh, Lord.
Anyway, guys. I feel like we're going to have to do a part 2 of this eventually because we only got into some of the trip. And then we started talking about wrestling. And then we started talking about who we want to meet. So,
we didn't even talk about Elimination Chamber. Well, barely. A little bit.
A little bit. We'll talk about it more next week. Now that I don't have the plague. Now that I'm not dead. Yes, the reports of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. But yeah, also I was listening, before we go, I was listening to Gallows and Anderson on Corey's podcast. And they were talking about their podcast, and it made me laugh because it's very much us. Because Gallows did everything. And Carl showed up. Carl's like, this is a lot.
This is so difficult.
So difficult. That's what he was like. And Gal's like, well, listen, I got us booked here, here, and here. We're doing this and this. So yeah, it's you know, if you ever wanted to know what we were like in male form, that's it. Also, I'm very loud in person. I am. Let's be honest. Yeah. So, yeah. Who knows when our next wrestling trip's gonna be? Hopefully, sometime this year where it's somewhere entertaining and not stupid.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Like, come on, Nashville. Come on, Phoenix. Come on, Atlanta. I'm only saying Phoenix and Atlanta so we can save some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. But come on. Give us something good here. Watch, they'll be like Indianapolis. And I'll be like, are you fucking kidding me? You're on drugs. Hunter, you're on drugs. We're not going there. Give us a party place. We want to party. So, who knows? Maybe we won't go anywhere until like SummerSlam next year.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. That'll be a big one. If not, shit, we'll just start going to like Impact or GCW. I was invited to go to the one in Vegas and I didn't want to go. The Impact show.
Oh, really?
I knew a bunch of people were going to be there. They're like, you should go. I'm like, no. Plus, like, they had a whole busted open thing and like Greco was there and everybody was there. And I was like, I literally just got done having the plague. I am not getting on another plane right now. Even though it's a 45-minute plane ride, I'm not doing it. Which, you know, Vegas is only a 45-minute plane ride. Anyway, so guys, next week, I think we're gonna toot and boot. I'm gonna pull some looks and we'll start our toot and boots.
Oh, okay.
And who knows, maybe we'll do some other shit. And who knows, maybe something entertaining will happen between now and then.
We shall see.
I know. I feel like this episode was always going to be a clusterfuck because we've been gone a while. So, there you go. But anyway, until next week when we maybe are more organized. Maybe. Just maybe. I don't know. Bye.
Bye.
When it's time for an adventure on the open highway, one quick call to American Family Insurance gets you headed in the right direction. Our Travel Peace of Mind package is there if you encounter a bump in the road. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, we have you covered. Find a local agent or get a quote at amfam.com.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Welcome to BreezeLine, where the sky's the limit thanks to better internet. With lightning fast speeds up to 1 gig, you can game like a boss, stream like a pro, and watch like there's no tomorrow. Stream, watch, post, send, and trend. Do it all with our fiber-powered network, bringing you reliable, fast internet. Welcome to BreezeLine. Visit breezeline.com for latest offers. Service subject to availability. New customers in select areas only. Visit breezeline.com for details.